healing the world with optimism. The world is a messy place. That is an undeniable fact at this point in history. Then again, that is true at any point in history. This fact in particular is often used to attempt to make the world a better place. Of course, facts can hardly create social change. So many have tried to go this route, but very few individuals have been successful. In my humble opinion, the most successful way to change the problematic social elements that exist in the modern day is to simply be optimistic, a thing that is quite uncommon in the year of our Lord 2021. The youths have a different viewpoint on society than most people analyzing it at the moment. It is easier for them to predict trends that will likely result from Generation Z coming into prominence. From personal experience, access to borderline unlimited negativity is seen as more important than access to unbridled positivity in the eyes of a young person. For example, see the impact fast news has had. The once impossible speed of tragedies being brought to a large viewing's eyes has resulted in a more secular and cynical view on life. This is a fact, but as previously stated, facts cannot create reliable social change. Therefore, I propose the most pessimistic viewpoint possible, being optimistic out of spite for negativity. A weird sentiment, I know. Then instead of wallowing in all the filth present in the world, we need to find optimism and hope. What better way to fight despair than spread hope? Despair leads to nothing. No changes, no results, no feelings, just hollowness. What is needed in this time of strife is hope. These could just be platitudes, but that's how progress always begins. When the present threatens us with despair, we look forward, believe, and make actions based on those beliefs. That's how hope and optimism spread. That's how a better future can come to be. That's the ladder drop down to those in the drained pool of emptiness. Optimism. A medic cannot magically heal a wound. They have to utilize their past training and future hope to assist others, after all. I said earlier that this is the most pessimistic viewpoint possible. Why is that? Doing something positive out of spite for the negative can't be the most pessimistic thing possible, correct? Well, I have an answer for that. Doing positive things is not really optimism. Having spite for pessimism is definitely not true optimism either. Positive actions pollinate others with happiness and survival. But what of the bees that spread the pollen? After doing their rounds, these figurative bees get something in return, something sweeter than the sweetest honey. A spark of optimism. So us worker bees have got to get going working for all the hive we call Earth. We have to spread hope all over the world with our actions. With hope and optimism, we can help those dying in Yemen, starving in India, and being oppressed in Somalia. We can do the same by saving Venice from more frequent Aqua Alta, or buying a muffin for our neighbor. Even simple acts have their place in this world. Those that are optimistic or act out of spite for pessimism can heal the world, and can only do better when they fully convert to optimistic ways. But us worker bees cannot forget one simple thing. We must have optimism within ourselves before we can spread optimism to the world. The best way to heal the world with optimism is to heal ourselves with it first. Once we change for the better, we can inspire that same change in others. Eventually, this can spread to the whole world. Humanity needs this hope for the future in order to exist, and so I advocate for it. For you, for me, for everyone. Let us be optimistic for the renaissance that is sure to come when we leave this quarantine.